guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome if you're new. If you are new, my name is Shan from HomeWithShan over on Instagram. I have no idea why I said my name like that. Shan. My name's Shannon. Shan from HomeWithShan over on Instagram. This is something I wanted to film for a little while now and it's going to be a very honest video. If you are easily cringed out, please click off the video because I'm going to be talking to you guys about what pregnancy / birth actually did to my body, and this isn't going to be me sat here talking to you about weight or the way my body looks and stuff, because I just don't really feel like that's helpful. I want to talk to you guys about 5 physical changes that have happened to my body since pregnancy and giving birth, and I'm 6 months postpartum now, so these things have been around for 6 months and they haven't changed for 6 months, so I kind of feel like they are here to stay. Who knows? There's actually one that maybe hopefully doesn't stay. 2. I hope there's 2 that doesn't stay. Anyway, I'm going to talk to you guys about the 5 things that have changed physically for me since having a baby. Okay, so yeah, let's get into it. I did also want to say that obviously these are the changes that have happened to my body. Everyone's body is so different, hormones are so different, like your circumstances are so different, how your labour went will have an effect on how your body changes, etc. Everything about you will be probably different to me, so don't think that just because this happened to me it will happen to you. And I'm really not trying to scare anyone. I really don't want to scare anyone at all. Honestly, these are just minor inconveniences to my life. They're not affecting me massively. It is just one of those things. With all that being said, get some water. As always, guys, I'm going to tell you the first thing. The first thing that has affected me since giving birth. This is going to be a very too much information video, so if you are cringed out, please click off. But yeah, if you follow me on Instagram, you might already know this one, but the first one, and probably the one that has impacted my life the most, is periods. I get periods constantly, and I mean constantly. I probably have about 3 or 4 days off and the rest of the time I'm on a period of some sort, whether that's heavy, light, whatever. It's just always there. I get them all the time. I'm constantly bleeding. It's actually something to do with my contraception, I think, and so I'm on the contraceptive implant. I've got an implant in my arm and it lasts for 3 years. It releases hormones, you can't get pregnant, blah-de-blah. I'm sure a lot of you know about the contraceptive implant anyway, but yeah, that's the form of contraception that I've always used. I've never ever reacted this way to the contraceptive implant. So I've had it since I was probably about 14, 15, I can't even remember, but I've always had it and I've always had very regular periods with it. However, I was told since having a baby, your hormones reset or something like that. So the way that you react to, you know, hormonal contraception changes or can change from how you reacted to it previously. So yeah, my body is like reset, and for some reason the contraceptive implant does not work for me in that I'm always having periods. It's still very effective, but yes, it releases a hell of a lot of hormones that clearly just do not work for my body anymore, which is really strange. So I'm going to be looking into alternative options. I've heard very good things about the non-hormonal coil. A lot of you guys on Instagram recommended me that when I talked about this on my stories. I've actually been looking into natural contraception, so there's a company called Natural Cycles. I have been looking into that and it is 93% effective apparently if you use it properly, and there's no hormones, there's nothing, you're not putting anything into your body. It basically takes your you take your temperature every morning. It tracks your cycle, and those 2 things combined with the app, basically it tells you when you need to use a barrier method and when you don't, and when you're not fertile at all. So yeah, I'm looking into it. I have not made any firm decisions yet though. Another thing with the periods is, I think because of the hormonal imbalance, I'm definitely no dermatologist and I'm no expert, or I have no medical background or whatsoever, but from reading online and Googling it, I think that the hormone imbalance is affecting my skin, because again, I've spoken to you about this on Instagram before, and I am getting a lot of breakouts all around my mouth, nowhere else. And I believe if spots and breakouts are happening on the lower half of your face, it's more than likely going to be related to hormones. And obviously because I'm constantly on my period, that kind of, the suggestion that that is actually what's happening marries up quite well. I'm really hoping that if I do go onto a non-hormonal form of contraception, then both of those things might balance out, along with some skincare, etc, etc. But yeah, I am struggling a lot with that, and I would have to say that's the biggest thing that I didn't know. It's definitely not to say that everyone has that issue, but I do know that your body resets after giving birth, and how you reacted to contraception previously might not be the same after giving birth. So that's just something to consider. I had absolutely no idea about that, but I guess you kind of don't know how you're going to react until your body actually reacts. But yeah, I'm definitely getting the implant taken out. That is my decision, but we aren't actually able to do it yet because there's a huge backlog at the clinic and all that kind of stuff. So I will wait for that to happen, get it taken out, and then look at my options. The next one, again, too much information, I know, but the next one is discharge. Not a conversation I really want to have on the internet, but it's true, it's reality, and I feel like people just don't talk about it because it's awkward, and it is awkward. But you know what? It's real, it's true, why the hell can't we talk about it? So during pregnancy, postpartum, definitely, it's just constant. It's very healthy, it's a very normal thing, but we don't talk about it. So I kind of feel like unless we hear it, unless we know that it's a normal thing, some of us think it's something's happening, something's wrong, something's going wrong with our bodies, etc. Absolutely not. It's a perfectly healthy and normal reaction to having given birth and having been pregnant, all that kind of stuff. It is genuinely just the most healthy, normal thing for our bodies to do, but it's just one of those things that we just don't want to talk about. That mixed in with the periods, it's just not a cute situation right now, I'm not gonna lie. Number 3, again, not a cute situation. This is such a TMI video, but number 3, hemorrhoids. Since giving birth, I have suffered a bit with a bit of the old hemorrhoids. It's not cute. It's not cute at all. I am a bit funny about going to the doctors, not because I'm scared or anything, I just feel like I'm wasting people's time. I feel like if it's not an emergency, if there's not a big issue, then I should just leave it and it will like calm down, which is not true at all. I'm bad at that. That is not how you should approach things. You should definitely just approach things heads on. The NHS is amazing and it is there for a reason. We should definitely use it. I'm just one of those people that feels like I'm bothering people with just an insignificant thing, but actually saying it out loud properly, I really need to get it sorted. So I'm probably gonna call the GPs straight after this video. Number 4 is the good old-fashioned postpartum hair loss. I've been getting quite a lot of postpartum hair loss, and it actually didn't start until about 4 or 5 months postpartum. I basically had like the thickest hair. I still have really thick hair, to be fair, and I'm really lucky in that sense because I had really thick hair when I was pregnant because it just wasn't falling out. Obviously in pregnancy your hair just does not fall out, so my hair got really thick. I'm just sort of losing the hair that I didn't lose during pregnancy, but all at once. I'm actually really lucky. I know a lot of people suffer with it quite a lot and get really thin hair and really like broken hair as well. I haven't had it that bad, but I have definitely had postpartum hair loss. I also have really, and I'm lucky because my hair is blonde, so you can't see it massively, but I get like really short bits around here where the hair's like really broken and stuff. So yeah, postpartum hair loss has been a thing for me, but I have to say it has not been anywhere near as bad as I had thought. I knew that it could definitely get a lot worse. So of all of the things, I would say this is the least irritating to my life, I would say. Number 5, however, oh, hate it. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. And I have no idea how this happened. I literally have no explanation for this, but I know that it's really common. So number 5 is IBS. Firstly, how the hell can giving birth give you IBS? What the hell is that about? That is just not fair. Like, I understand the other things can be related. I can trace that back to giving birth. I understand it. I understand how that might have worked, but IBS, how the hell, if you guys know, tell me in the comments, because I have absolutely no idea how the hell you can get IBS from giving birth. If you guys don't know, IBS is irritable bowel syndrome, and yeah, since having a baby I have suffered a lot with IBS, which is actually just horrible. Yeah, it's not fun at all. I've had a lot of trouble narrowing down what it is in my diet that flares my IBS up, because some people are affected differently with different types of foods, all that kind of stuff. But a general sort of overview of what people with IBS can't have is anything nice. So I'll just give you like a little rundown of a couple of things that I know has flared my IBS up. So dairy, 100%. I cut out dairy. I cut out most dairy. I mean, occasionally I have some cheese. Like, I'm not being funny, I'm not giving up cheese, like, no way. Once I cut down on that, I noticed a huge difference with my IBS, and also with my skin actually, but yeah, that's a different thing. Also gluten. I love everything with gluten in, so this is a massive one for me. I've been trying to change things out, so if I've been having flour, I'll just get gluten-free flour. If I've been having oats, gluten-free oats, all that kind of stuff. Again, I definitely haven't cut out everything because I just don't know how I'll do that, but we'll get there one day. The two things I'm so sad about is garlic and onions. What the hell? They're like the nicest things in every single meal. The fact that it's got garlic in makes the meal. Like, I'm just sad about it. One way of getting around it is garlic infused oil. So you're not actually eating the garlic, but you're getting the garlic flavor, or maybe like frying the garlic and then taking the garlic out. But yeah, I'm very sad about garlic, I'm not gonna lie. If you suffer with IBS, I'm actually gonna pop a couple of Instagram pages here. So this is the first one. Instagram page that I follow and is really good for recipes. I absolutely love them so much. Honestly, I've tried a couple. Katsu curry is very good, IBS friendly, and I did not have a flare up. It was delicious. The second page is for sort of more dress sense, how to dress with IBS. So basically you get really bloated. Kind of looks like you're like 12 to 16 weeks pregnant, but this girl knows how to dress, and she's literally got this whole Instagram page based on how to feel good even if you are bloated because you're suffering with IBS. So there we go. Lastly, I'm going to put this one up because this is one that I'm really loving, and basically just like cakes and gluten-free and dairy-free and IBS friendly, and it's very helpful. So yeah, they're three of the accounts that I'm really loving recently to help with my IBS. So like I said, that was a very TMI video about some of the things that I've been dealing with 6 months postpartum, after giving birth, after having a baby. They're the 5 things, the biggest physical changes to my body. Honestly, those things have affected me way more than anything to do with weight, anything to do with my body, like my physical, how I look and all that kind of stuff. These 5 physical changes to my body postpartum have been an adjustment, let's just say. They haven't been like life shattering. Honestly, I don't think about them half the time, but when I do think about them, I think I really need to go to the GP. Like, I really do. Yeah, I feel like if I'm getting anything out of this video, it's that I need to talk to them properly about what's going on with the whole situation, because yeah, it's just a bit much. When you read it out in like 5 bullet points, it's just a bit much. I hope you kind of found this video insightful. I don't really know if it's going to be helpful because I haven't got any real suggestions for you, but I just wanted to kind of say these are the things that have changed for me physically since giving birth, since having a baby, and let's just talk about it. Let's just be real. I'm sorry, but every mum has got a physical difference with them after having a baby. Whether that's something that I've mentioned on my list or whether it's a completely different thing. I know there are so many different physical changes, but they are the five that I have suffered with, that I wanted to talk about, that I wanted to shed some light on. So yeah, I just wanted to shed a couple of little sprinkles of light onto those fun issues, and yeah, just be real with you guys that my postpartum journey has not been sunshines and roses. It absolutely has not. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Sorry if this was a horrible video to watch, but you know what, I kind of just wanted to chat. I just wanted to chat with you guys about some of the things that I've been going through, and if you're going through similar things, then just know that it's so normal, literally happens to everyone, but we just don't talk about it because it's awkward. So anyway, I will love you and leave you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.